Alright, this is a 2011 Mercedes C300. I watched tons of videos on how to get this alternator out. Some of them give you tricks on how to do it, but don't quite show you. Some of them tell you you gotta buy a special tool to get the bottom two bolts out. But that definitely isn't the case here. I went ahead and made it work with what I had. They tell you to get a special Torx wrench. You don't, for the bottom two bolts on the alternator, because you're gonna need a wrench to get in there. There's not enough room. All you need is a 3/8 12 point, and it fits perfectly on the bolts. Takes them right out. So best bet is to take down your splash shield. Take down your splash shield. Get your two bolts out of this shield right here, E10s. Those two bolts, you just take them right out, no problem, move it over. Then you'll see your alternator sitting right here with two bolts right here coming down here, and you won't have much space to get a wrench in there. That's where the 3/8 wrench comes into play. Ratcheting is always best, so you don't have to keep pulling it out. Slide the wrench right in here, and you just keep going back and forth on both of them. You eventually get those two bolts dropped, but not out. They'll stay in there exactly as they are still. Then you want to do the top two bolts last. You can use a wrench with that. E12 as well on the top, because that's what the bolts are. Those two top bolts come out no problem. You want to disconnect the bracket right here, and you want to pop off there's a little clip. You can see that in the other videos. There's a little clip that sits right here on the alternator. You want to pop that off as well. But other than that, once you get it all unbolted, some people tell you got to get this one from the bottom, but you don't have to do that. You can flip the alternator over, and that one's completely accessible right here from the top. That one, I believe, is a 12, so they say. Oh, it's a 13, so that guy was wrong too on that other video. So it's a 13, take it right out, and then you have to move this over a little bit, and your alternator will be able to slide right out from there. And then a repeat process, you just reverse to put the alternator right back on. So check it out. Alternators are pretty much exactly the same, except for one little spot that they are a little bit different. This notch right here. See how this, you got the same Y right here for this cable, but there's a notch cut out right here naturally on this alternator for your cable to come and curve this way. If you notice on this one, that notch isn't there. I mean, the notch isn't cut off. So the cable where it's supposed to curve and come down flat right here to go flush on here is not there. So I'm gonna still put it on and make it work, but it's gonna have a weird angle to it because the way they manufactured this one. It's a little bit different, but it is what it is, bro.